What's happening, Captain? You're on the air once again with Ryland Branch. Tuesday News Day, and decided to do this one in the backyard. It's another nice January fair weather day, and backyards is where they say the solutions are, at least with the experts in the movie. So, yeah, backyard. So, anyways, that's a little better. Before we do this video, gonna go ahead and give a shout out to a young lady that actually inspired this. I don't know what your name is because you didn't leave it, but sometimes that happens. The little post or the last post that was up on piphop.com, she actually, I guess, read it. Sometimes curious souls want to stop by and see what's being discussed. And she actually read it and she found her way to the model application box way down at the bottom somewhere. And of course, she's anonymous, didn't leave a name, but I'm going to post the actual input that she gave, and we'll use that as an indication of how we can move forward. So thanks to you. And it's always the young ladies. That's what I like about y'all. Y'all always seem to manifest some kind of answer that I need to look into, and funny how things happen. So anything we can say is funny thing, or funny how things happen, I guess, if we're going to word it right. No, I'm just going off the top of the head as usual. But anyways, what had happened was I got up this morning and I was pondering on exactly what I need to write about, or what to speak about, what the discussion is. And a variety of things as usual came to mind. And sometimes I go on the internet and just kind of get a feel of what people are talking about, like Beyonce had a baby and so on and so forth, and Jay-Z doing songs and whatnot. And it's, I guess, somewhat interesting. And I got kids myself, and that's life. Good for them. Congratulations. But I was just researching. I was looking at the social networks, and I say, gotta be honest with myself. At times, this just kind of seems to be a big old waste of time. I mean, I'm different. I'm on a different planet, so to speak. So I was just thinking, man, that seems to be the same old thing and more of the same, and I'm just not with that. And I said, well, maybe I'll write or speak about that, see if other people agree. But then again, I said, I'm not really the type of person that waits for other people to agree with me before I feel what I feel and just act accordingly. So I said, nah, that's a little bit of a waste of time. We've been kind of doing that regardless, but so be it. So I went ahead and closed the internet down and do what I often do, which is just take a little journey. It was about 12 o'clock, 12:30 actually, and all of this is taking place within the last 3 hours, so we're giving it to you a little bit more real time. Plus we're in the backyard, give it that real life effect. And I decided to go ahead and journey out, but interestingly enough, before I did, I was doing a little research and checking some emails and some correspondence from or with a young lady that I know personally. And once again, it's that same old story. I had sent an email to her last year, or a message on Facebook, and it was about some little stuff that I study about visualization and money magnetism, and some out the box stuff is good to apply from time to time just to see things from different angles. So I said, okay, shout out to Facebook. They record the log of all the emails that you sent for the past, I don't know, however long you've been on there. So since I tend to keep a good track record, I look back and I say, yeah, this is good. Let me go ahead and review these basics because I haven't seen this video for a minute. So I did, then I closed it down. Let me shut him on down and go ahead and head out on this little journey. Might be out for about an hour, come back, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to put up on the plate. So I headed out and wound up at the mall about lunchtime, check a few different places, see what's going on. talk to a few people I know, so on and so forth, and see if I can get some insight in regards to what we're going to talk about. So I did that. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Seen a couple people. Kind of slow. Plus it's only, I don't know, 12:30 in the afternoon. But anything can happen. That's the rules of the game. Anything can happen when you're moving around. So as I was leaving, just as I was getting ready to exit, the lady rolled on me on the clipboard with the clipboard. I said, "Oh man, once again it's on." So let me guess. She said, "Excuse me, sir, would you like to do a survey?" And I said, "Well, okay." She said, "You have kids?" And I said, "Yeah, I got kids." She did a little questionnaire and said, "Okay, well, come on in here. You done one before?" "Yeah." Today just happened to be my lucky day when my number is up because I've done maybe 3 or 4 of the surveys before. And if you're in the right place at the right time and you happen to be in the category that they're selecting, well, then boom, you go in, do the survey, and get the money and go on about your business. So today was a good day. Thanks God for leading me out in this direction. So I went in and I did the little video presentation and watched it. And it was a survey about this movie that's coming out. It's called Lorax Adventures of Dr. Seuss. So Pixar or Disney or whoever makes that movie, they got some additional publicity based compliments from me, RP, and we can see how that turns out later on. But for right now, they asked me a few questions. Only took about 5 minutes, and then I signed out, and boom, there's $5. So, moral of the story is what? Actually, what the last post says is what you make it be. And the proof of it is that they were asking me a few questions and what does this movie mean to you? And I said, well, actually, it shows to be what I make it be, and that's why they were asking questions. That's not how I answered it, but that's the response that they wanted because that's how movies are made, Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, came on out of there, had a fresh fiver, and I'm just going along with the flow. Once again, we're in the backyard, and keep blowing on the screen, so I guess I'm supposed to show it. Abe Lincoln, who got to know, consider us free slaves, and on the back end, chilling in the cut. Plus, it always says the same old thing. I hate to keep ramming it down your throat, I guess we call it, but it's good for reading. We read a bunch of stuff anyways on this internet, so why not read that? Call it my religion. But anyways, the moral of the story is it's what you make it be. So that's how it happened to me. And once again, it's a small amount of money. We're not here to floss or do any of that, but it's just a personal testimony. Plus, when it comes to a Fiverr, well, if you really think about it, you know, we common folks, if you go to the 7-Eleven or to the Starbucks or Taco Bell or gas station or Mickey D's and you look in your pocketbook or your wallet or, I don't know, glove compartment maybe, somewhere where you might have dropped a Fiverr, and you know it's in there, and you go to one of those spots and you reach in there and you find that the Fiverr is in another place than where you put it, and you don't know where that place is, well, that's where you'll discover the value of the Fiverr, small amount as it may be. But nonetheless, it's just a representation of moving in the right direction. So time is money, money is time. Both is moving, both are moving. Whatever kind of English dialect you want to use, that's what I'm moving to. So let's keep it moving. And action.